Hello, welcome to my channel. We're just going to get another general message from Spirit, see what comes out today. Thank you everyone who's subscribed to the channel, liked and commented on the videos. I appreciate you guys so much. Welcome to everybody who is new. If the video resonates with you, I'd love if you would subscribe as well. Please remember these are collective. You can change the gender roles as you need to and only take what resonates for you and your story. Three of Wands. I heard expansion. The Hangman, I heard higher levels of learning. Page of Swords. I feel like people are seeing you in this energy of kind of like, I heard guru. So it's kind of an energy of like a spiritual teacher, you know, some kind of energy where you kind of open people's minds to new perspectives, right? I feel like it's this Hangman energy where people kind of like, kind of get like sucked into your energy, start to pay attention to like how you move, how you talk, what you're saying. They get really drawn into that, and it starts to put them in this Hangman energy where, see all these like lights in the background? That's kind of like your energy, right? They get like this, it's like your energy starts to circle them, and they're like in this energy with you, and then it kind of like opens their mind to this higher vibrational thinking and way of being, right? And I feel like, I don't know if you've watched this show, it's Schitt's Creek, but in this card they're at this turns out it's a cult, but they're at this like, it's supposed to be like a workout class. Anyways, they're talking about like higher levels and all this stuff, and that's the energy. Not that you're a cult leader or anything like that. That was just a reference to the show. But anyways, you're like this spiritual energy that people get to experience, and it raises their vibration, and it gets them kind of like a taste, right? Taste of this higher vibration, gets them thinking of things in new perspective, and they sit in that energy and they start to like kind of grow for themselves. What is this? The Chariot, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Yeah, I feel like it's an energy where, so in the Nine of Pentacles, like you're very self-sufficient, right? And in the Queen of Cups, you're extremely loving. That's a very high vibrational energy, right? I feel like you do a lot of things on your own, like you don't really, it's not like, it's like an energy of like being a leader in your community, and you know, like being comfortable being by yourself. Like you don't need that group environment to feel good about yourself, right? You feel good about yourself. You pour into your own cup. You live a very high vibrational life. You know, you just give out this love freely because that's who you are. People get like drawn into that, and I heard "Take Me With You" when the Chariot came out, and it's like people want to join. People want to jump on your love train. People want to jump on your high vibrational train here, and kind of like continue to learn from you, like raise their vibration. I just feel like people are really like in this energy of wanting to learn how to live the way that you live, which is, you know, unconditionally loving and high vibrational. I feel like people are really energized by that right now. Maybe some more on this energy. Queen of Wands. The Hierophant, I heard tapped in. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like an energy of like people see blessings come into your life, right? And it's like in this really beautiful, like mystical, magical kind of way, right? Like this big hand coming down from the heavens, and you're presented with something like fabulous and amazing, right? It's like people see that you have this connection to the divine. They're like fascinated by how this is all, like how your life plays out, right? It's like in this Queen of Wands energy, people would just see you as somebody who it's almost like you don't even have to try, right? It's like this very like floaty and free energy, like very carefree, but very like confident and powerful, right? Because you don't live from a place of fear. That's really what it stems from, because you have this connection to the divine. People can see it like shining through you. You know, first they see that you're just this really beautiful soul, this really like sweet, loving person, and then they kind of like start to watch you more and more, and they see all these blessings, or just like how your life seems so magical. You know what I mean? And so it's like, okay, something is different about this person. Oh, let me follow this person. Let me, like, if it's a social media or whatever, let me kind of like tap into their vibe, see what's going on. And eventually they get to the point where they see you are so tapped in, you are connected to the divine. That's why your life is the way that it is. And it's inspiring. It's inspiring people to, you know, raise their vibration and kind of like do that for themselves, right? Can I get some more? Oops, too many. Can I get some more? Ten of Wands. Oops. Two of Wands. What's the Ten of Wands? The World, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, the Empress. Yeah, so with the Ten of Wands and the Two of Wands and the World, that's an energy of like outside of you, right? So the world outside of you. They see like how you maneuver through things. Like no matter what's going on, like no matter if you're going through something hard or you're having a great day, right? You still, it's like you are just always moving forward. There's nothing that makes you like stop in your tracks, you know. Yes, there's going to be times where, you know, you go inward and you heal, but that's something that people don't see, right? That's an inward journey. That's what we do to heal ourselves, right? We don't look outward, we don't do things on the outside, we go inward and we heal, right? Or we turn to spirit and help us, right? In our quiet moments to ourselves, right? This isn't out in public, right? But what people see is that you're not affected by anything because they don't see that inward work, right? So again, people are just amazed by you. Like 10, 10, 10, right? 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, the Empress. This is how people view your energy. They see you as like this goddess energy, right? You're completely happy all the time. You're completely fulfilled. You work like you have everything you need, right? It's like you're not ever in an energy of like searching for something, right? You're in flow. You receive, right? You don't force anything. You just stay like in that free flowing energy, right? And it comes to you because you're staying high vibrational and because those things are on that higher vibrational timeline, right? If you're living from a lower vibrational energy, then you're going to have to raise your vibration to get to the 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups, right? And this Empress Emperor energy. And like people are just watching this play out because I feel like you've sparked so much interest in people where they kind of, you know, they get that like Page of Swords energy where they're kind of like their head turns like, oh, what am I feeling right now? This person is so different. Let me watch them for a while. Let me get to know this person, right? So it's like this kind of like snowball effect where there's that initial like intrigued energy that people feel, and then they follow it, and then they get to know you, and then they start to see that you're connected to the divine, and then they start to see these blessings, then they start to see this incredible high vibrational energy that you maintain because you just you know, like I said, you don't live in fear because you're connected to the divine, right? I feel like you're just being super inspirational to people right now. This is really beautiful energy. Anything else? Six of Swords. What's the Six of Swords? Four of Cups. The Fool. King of Swords. I feel like this is a past energy, this King of Swords person. I feel like this is somebody that you left, like this is someone from your past, right? Like maybe your relationship, it could be different dynamics as well. It just feels like a hater, this King of Swords person. They just feel like a major hater. And they're feeling, this is their energy here, but they're not in the Six of Swords in the sense of like moving forward in peace. They're in the Six of Swords of like being shocked by what's playing out. I feel like this person in this Four of Cups energy, they're like super pissed off and irritated that people love you, basically. I feel like I said, this just feels like a giant hater. But you've moved away from this person. I feel like you don't care about that person at all. They're just kind of like in the background being angry and mad because you're in this spotlight and people care about you, people love you, people are being inspired by you, right? You're raising the vibration of the people around you, which is an incredible and beautiful thing. This person hates it because they're in the King of Swords. I feel like it's honestly King of Swords in reverse, even though it came out this way. They give me King of Swords reverse, where it's just like egotistical. It feels really gross energy. Like it feels super sticky. Like I said, major hater, could have been somebody that did something really mean to you in the past, somebody that took advantage of you, something like that. Just, I feel like this person just has this really weird sense of power over people. Like they think that they're, I heard God's gift. Ugh. Yeah, I feel like this person just feels, they have like some kind of God complex where I feel like they thought that they had some control over you. They're realizing that they don't have control over you. They're realizing that you influence people in such a beautiful and positive way, which again is like a massive hit to their ego because they're insignificant here. I don't know. That's just somebody in the background. We don't need to talk about them. Anything else? Anything else? The Star. Yeah, 100%. And the Five of Cups. Again, like this person is pissed off in the background. It doesn't matter. You've walked away. You're shining so bright. You're being so inspirational. You are an incredible person. This person sees it. They hate it, but who cares? Keep shining. Keep being beautiful. You're doing an amazing job. You're being this incredible leader for the people around you. Just stay in your energy. Stay happy. Keep moving forward and keep being inspirational. Let's get some oracles. Moonlit, embrace uncertainty. Get more. Goodness. Get one more. Okay, maybe not. But with this one, what I was getting is that I feel like this is the major lesson that you're kind of like teaching people. So, in the Matrix, you're conditioned to be afraid, right? Fear is like pumped into us from all angles, and we start to feel anxiety all the time. We start to not trust ourselves. We start to not trust other people, right? It just like fear starts to take over, and it negatively impacts so much in our life, right? So when you embrace uncertainty, what I'm getting from that is like, if someone is deciding to follow your path, right, connect themselves to the divine, see that there's a better way, right? You're going to have to embrace uncertainty here. You're going to have to let fear go and believe that you're going to be led, right? See this walkway. You're going to be led, and you're going to be led by spirit, right? You're going to have to trust, and that's very hard to do in this very like fear-based world that we're in right now. But if these people are really wanting to follow your path and your guidance here, they're going to have to embrace uncertainty, which is going to lead them to an incredibly beautiful place. And here with the moon and the sun, you know what I mean? It's like this energy of like completion, like yin and yang, right? Like you're going to feel whole on the inside. You're not going to just feel fear. You're going to be able to learn how to control that. You're going to feel complete, and you're not going to be afraid anymore, right? Once you embrace uncertainty, once you cross this bridge over this like I heard troubled waters here, in this water here, it's like you go across this water, maybe there's lots of like waves and they're crashing over the bridge, and maybe you don't want to go, but then you keep going, right? And then it's just calm and peaceful, right? So you follow the light, you become complete once you cross over that scary bridge, because you've faced your fears, you've moved through those fears, you've healed those fears, and now you're just not afraid, right? And you're living from this really beautiful high vibrational place, same as you. And I feel like that's what you're teaching people at this time. So that's incredible, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Please like, subscribe, or comment below. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.